I'm here at the cutting table having such a good time right now with Sandy's quilt. Made this for a friend in Missouri, going to be a quilt of Valor for his service, which I honor so much. She did a beautiful job creating it. You can see that wonderful design that I put on it with the stars and the swirly stripes matching it very well. Marine fabric on the back. I'm actually doing the binding on it, so I'm doing the prep work of that to do the trimming of the quilt right now. Remember, I trim quilts. I do bind quilts also, but even if you don't want to have your quilt bound by me, I would always suggest you consider having it trimmed. It's a service that I offer. It's going to produce a wonderful first impression when you get to see your quilt completely ready in this fashion without all of the batting and the extra backing hanging off of it. Ooh la la, I'm telling you what, friends, that just gets you excited to get that binding on there. Again, even better, have me do the binding. This is the binding that's going to go on it. I just ended up cutting this into my 2.5-inch strips, which is the length that I really like. Is that going to be just so much fun to finish the quilt off? Absolutely fabulous. Remember, she gave an actual piece of fleece as the batting to be used right there. You can actually see the edge of the fleecing right here where it was attached onto the loom machine, and that's what I used as the batting for it right there. Check down below, there's an arrow. It will take you to other videos of Sandy's quilt being stitched out with other tips and ideas. Now let's talk about the trimming process right here. What am I going to do to be able to create a nice straight edge on the quilt? I'm going to choose an inside border right here. I'm going to line up something on my acrylic ruler to be able to make that all equal. And what I'm focusing on is this line. I'm focusing on this inner line right here. That's what I want to have equal. So I'm going to actually adjust the quilt as needed until all this is lined up on the same line all the way. It doesn't matter to me what's happening out over here. Right here on this section, we've actually got the quilt sticking out a little bit, and right here it's just barely hitting it perfectly. But that's fine, because that's going to produce a 4-inch border all the way, and that's exactly what I want, is to create an equal border. So whatever I need to trim off is just going to kind of go along the wayside, but that's going to produce that 4-inch border all the way around that I want, nice and equal and straight. And that's how I'm going to trim up your quilt and keep it straight. I'm going to end up putting this binding on. Stay tuned. I'll show you some binding tips. I have lots and lots of binding tips to help you. Want to send a quilt over here to Brenda's Quilting Studio? Please do so. Put something down in the comments. We'll start a conversation. It will be an amazing experience for you.